Hey, welcome to Ice Age TV. What am I doing now? I'm going to make some rumbling noise. Listen to this Ram TRX. Wow. Wow. What am I doing? I'm going to get paid for some metal. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Good Lord. I can't even hear myself talk back there. Wow. All right, let's get the good old truck rolling up the road. Yeah, for today, I'm going to go get paid on metal. Yeah. If I make any money today, I'll be amazed. So I'm going to show you my metal recycling day adventures to see if you make any metal. If you collect metal, in this area, you're at 6 to 8 cents a pound on metal. On yellow brass, you're $2 to $2.20 a pound. So I'm going to head up to Frederick, Maryland, to the Frederick, Maryland Recycling Center and see if I can get myself some cash. Yeah, a little cash for all the metal stuff I have laying around, and see how disappointed or how happy I'm going to be in the Ram TRX. Stay tuned. All right, man. In the Ram TRX, I'll burn about the same amount of fuel to get to this recycling place and back for the amount of money I get paid. So if I was to get paid $20, for the most part, I just spent, this thing only gets 11 miles a gallon. Probably round trip, I'll go probably 30. So 3 times 4 is $12. Here are the adventures are Ice Age TV. I tell you what, this guy Donald Trump sure has gotten me excited. He really has. If you just really watch what's going on in the government, this stuff's classical. It really is. To really see what's playing out is just incredible. What's this person doing? This person totally lost with their phone in their hand, talking to their phone. Thank God, that was classic. That guy was like, what the hell is this person doing? Who knows? Yeah, dealing with others driving down the road. Because you're the perfect driver, aren't you? Not so much. But it's such a beautiful day out, man. It's winter's over, man. I feel for all of those guys that bought those snowplow equipment. Yeah. Well. Another year. Gotta wait another year, man. Probably eat my words. Probably have a blizzard in March. It can happen. But with Donald Trump, come on, man. Are you having fun right now just watching what this guy's doing? How he's just obliterating the government? How he's just pissing off the whole left? He is pissing the left off like never ever seen. I'm glad, personally. Hey, for all you left people, we listened to your crap for 4.5 years. Yeah, right. Probably more than that, really. All right, let's get our light turn, and we're going to get up the road, man, without getting ourselves in trouble. And, come on, man. Is that some loving right there, or what? Yeehaw! Yeah, does this hat, the Cutter's hat that's on my head, is it appropriate? Probably. Should I have been part of the Dukes of Hazzard gang? Probably should have. Would have I signed up for that? You better believe it. Heck yeah, man. That would have been a lot of fun. So, oh my gosh. If you're watching the news, so they just had a live broadcast of Donald Trump around the round table with all his key cabinet members. And Elon Musk was in there. I kind of got into the series, the viewership, probably 10 or 15 minutes late, so I didn't see much of Elon Musk talking. But if you watch this stuff, is it a whole new world since Joe Biden's left? Were we in the dark ages with Joe Biden? I truly believe we just went through the dark ages. We really did. We absolutely lived in the dark ages under the Joe Biden regime. If you just look at us coming through a pandemic with that guy, everybody being forced to stay home, everybody forced to take vaccines. Does anyone remember all this stuff? Does anyone remember how dark the days were and how just dreary and dull the moment was when Joe Biden got up to make a speech? and you just looked at yourself like, this is the guy that's the president of this country? Are you kidding me? This guy doesn't even know what the frickin' he's doing. He had no idea what he's doing. He still doesn't know what he's doing. So to see a guy like Donald Trump come along, and I mean, come on, if you watch this morning roundtable conversation, and for the record, all the, not everybody, the press is invited, but a lot of the press personalities were there, right there, around the round table with all the cabinet members, and they had their opportunity to ask Donald Trump the same question over and over again. Yes, Donald Trump was kind of making fun of the one journalist lady there. It's like, how many times you have to ask the same question? It's like, oh my gosh. So it was great to watch it. New energy is in our life. Donald Trump has much more of an upbeat, we can do it, we'll get through it. He wants to make things work, and he wants it to be more of a fair trade deal throughout the world to do business in our country. So he's got some great ideas. For all those harboring and harping, you know what? The bottom line is you're just addicted to the dark ages. I mean, sincerely, if you really miss Joe Biden and you want a Kamala Harris your life, then you truly were the dark ages individual. That's what you are. You like that gothic, dark, negative, just the deaths on your doorstep. Absolutely, man. That must be your ritual in life. I'm sure it is, because so many people supported that. But you know what? Thank God we just got out of the dark ages, and we are now in the golden age. I mean, so if Donald Trump doesn't get you revved up for the good, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people get revved up for the bad. So, but for me, it's just exciting to see what's going on around us, and to see on how the government's getting called out on its own behalf, of how in so many ways it's incompetent of what it's done to the taxpayers, thinking that they'd never be caught. And that's what's so bad about everything. Yeah, it's the Metal Run and the Ram TRX. And I know my morning conversations here lately really have been, really for the most part political. But it's because of just the new energy in our country under the Donald Trump policies and a new direction in our country. I mean, how can you not be intrigued to be following what's going on when we're trying to right the ship from going down? We're like the 40th lousiest nation in the country right now of handling its finances. Do you even know that? Do you even know that our country is like one of the worst countries in the world that handles its own government finances? I mean, sincerely, do you really want your children and grandchildren, do you really want to see this country just come to an end and have to be resurrected from a foreign adversary? I mean, this type of stuff goes on. Anybody realize it or not, I mean, it does happen. So thank God under Trump, we can only hope and pray that isn't the direction we're going. We only hope under Donald Trump that we do have more world peace than world hate, because it is sad. I mean, Donald Trump throws out a lot of numbers, and I wouldn't disagree. I think he over-exaggerates a lot of time in his numbers, but at the same time, he's claiming that over 1 million people have died between the Ukraine and Russia war. Not just the military guy, but civilians. And he really does want to put it to an end. And one of the reporters there was really pestering him, was saying, oh, so we're just going to let Russia take what they have, and you're going to, just let it be what it is. Ukraine can't have back what they had. And so I think Trump said to him, was like, oh, okay, can you get it back? And then J.D. Vance then kind of made a big outburst of a laugh, like, well, okay, that's that easy. But Donald Trump turned around and he really did say, look, we are trying to negotiate what's best a deal we can for Ukraine to get back as much as it possibly can. So Trump really is on the page to try to get Ukraine to get back its turf. It's lost, but he has to be careful how far he goes. And he claims that the Ukraine mineral deal is something that's going to hopefully play out, and that's good to hear, to help pay back. And he claims that these other countries that have given Ukraine all this money, they had an agreement that all the money is to be paid back to them. And he states that our country didn't have an agreement like that. I don't know. So we're just handing out money left and right to Ukraine, but at the end of the day, do they actually ever pay us back? And so he was implying that no, the former Joe Biden administration never negotiated how the money's being paid back. I guess because a lot of the money funneled back to people anyways. So I guess the Ukraine, Zelensky's position was, well, you got back half the money anyways, so why am I paying you back the money that I gave back to you through the, just the paper trail of the corruption. I mean, you have to wonder on that one, everybody. If Zelensky's holding his breath, like, well, why would I give you back all this money when I already know probably half of it went back to the corruption in your country? Ooh, wow, yikes. All right, getting up the road here. I'm just going to share with you, how much money do I make today off my mufflers, off my motorcycles? I get a ton of slip-on motorcycles. I have a ton of slip-on mufflers. Do I have a ton of slip-on motorcycles? I have a ton of slip-on motorcycle mufflers from all the motorcycles I've owned over the years. And so many years I've just thrown them away. You know what? I'm just really curious to see today what the value of the metal brings to me. And I could have gone to Virginia side. Virginia side would be, it's more mundane. I drive it all the damn time. But I go up here in Frederick, a little bit easier to get up and back versus Virginia side. It's a little more challenging once the day gets kind of going. And the late afternoon, all the traffic builds. Here I'll have an easier way to get back in. And they're actually paying more money on the metal and on the brass for the most part as well. So stay tuned for the adventures on Ice Age TV, making money off of metal. Well, the way I'm driving this thing, I think I probably burned through my metal money. Oh my gosh, this thing is... I just can't emphasize enough. I just can't emphasize enough how fun this truck is because of the exhaust. I mean, it is just so loud. I mean, I'm talking loud. But it's a lot of fun, everybody. Hey, somebody's getting a pool put in. It's already happening. People are saying, hey man, let's put in a pool, Daddy-O. Got the kid here following me. I don't know why the kid's calling me, but we'll figure it out here in a second. Yeah! Say what?
What time does the post office close?
It's open all day. Put it in the mailbox, the blue box.
Okay, sounds good. Bye.
Bye-bye. That's funny. You're a funny kid.
Why are you being
Listen to me. Listen to this here.
Dad.
Yeah.
Are you YouTubing?
Yeah.
Why are you upset?
I'm not. I'm having fun.
What are you doing?
Driving the Ram truck. Like a wild man.
Okay, have fun. Bye.
Bye-bye. The kid, right? Having kids, right? What time's office, post office closed? Well, you're just dropping the mail in a box. The younger generation, all they know is email. Right? Alright, getting closer. I got so many damn different vehicles. Kind of getting rid of... I don't even know what I'm doing here. Oh, that's there. I don't want that. I don't want that either. How do I close it? There we go. I'm looking for this here. Oh, there we go. Looking for the rear window. Window to open that up. Jeez. Too many buttons, everybody. Alright, now we're up the industrial park area. So, okay. I've been up here many a days. Back in the day, I was in the public telephone business. I used to come up here all the time with all my old payphones. I brought them hundreds and hundreds of payphones. And yeah, somebody should have tried to save them. Yeah, but you know, there's no room. You're gonna have to rent out space or buy a freaking trailer. That stuff is so heavy. But yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, right. But I got paid for it, so I just moved on. Until you handle a payphone, you have no idea. Those things are history. Most people don't even know what those things are anymore. Here in Maryland, reliable. And so when I come up here using my truck and trailer, you got to weigh in the scales. But that's not the case today. I'm going to just roll up. Don't know what this guy's doing here. It's kind of confusing. It's a 40-mile-an-hour road. You're doing 22 miles an hour. I don't know what this guy's got going on, but isn't that always the case? Yeah, so I'll just offload the back of my truck right here and see what he says. Copper, brass, wire, boards, auto, and some days this place is just packed. So here we go. If you're an aluminum recycling guy, you got a ton of stuff over there. Look at that there, isn't that incredible? This goes on throughout the whole country. All right, the mission begins. That reliable recycling. You know, it's been around since 1918, over 100 years. You thought back in the early 1900s they were doing this? I wouldn't have. Wow. Look at all that exhaust. What's that worth, right? So. Well, howdy doody. How about that, huh? $1.27, so it's worth the adventure. Worth the time. Did all right, a little better than I thought. I really thought it'd be like maybe 50 to 80 bucks. So I'm happy, even though at the end of the day, think about how much that exhaust was worth it for the Harley. You know, I just gave up probably $5,000 worth of stuff for $127. Whippity-doo-dah, right? All right, let's get out of here. Head on back to the Pooches, but you know what? Slow. The lady that's worked there for years, I've seen her over the many years I've come up here, but she said from Christmas until now, the really cold weather, they've been very slow. This is actually the first week that they really have picked back up in business, which I can get that. I mean, I can definitely relate with not wanting to work outside on cold ass days. It's so hard on your body. So they have had, you know, really for them, probably 2 months of lull. Yeah, you're in small business. So you're in small business, you just don't get it. When you have your slow times, it sucks. I hate it. Because you just lose so much money. Your cash flow is gone. All right, up the road we go. Up the road we go with the Note. And I'm not even having this truck in sport mode. I just have it in regular mode. So, do I need it? Let's try. So I always get confused up here. I can get back on. Yeah, I can get back on this way right here. Duh. It's incredible how this area, if I've witnessed just living around this area, how much it's exploded in growth. It's just incredible how many new businesses, things have changed. It's just unbelievable. And over here, this must be actually CubeSmart. They're taking advantage of, I guess, RV parking. So not only do they have storage inside, they're utilizing outside space as well. It's pretty smart. I haven't seen that before myself in this area. All right, here we go. Here he is. Like for me, years ago, you didn't have the McDonald's here. You didn't have the Rural Farms. Got new sheets. I mean, just this is all stuff new in the last 5 years. When I eat Rural Farm stuff, I feel terrible. I get that Rural Farm stuff's nasty. I just can't digest it properly. Back out on the raceway, which is not what it is these days. Now, years ago, I could have gone to the Frederick Harley dealership. Okay, come on, everybody. Is that some fun factor or what? sudden. Got the slowpoke guy here now. It's kind of crazy in how you go from being the fast guy to being behind the slow guy. That's just the way it is. You live on the roads, isn't it? Look at that truck there. What year do you think the truck that is? My guess would be that thing's from the 80s. Maybe the 90s. That truck's probably 30 plus years old. Probably has over 1 million miles on it, be my guess. Oh, heading her back in on it's just a beautiful day. It really is. Have you heard enough yet? I don't like about this truck is these tires. These tires suck. I just think this would be such a nicer truck with a better set of tires. I mean, they make so much noise. And yonder we are. Here we are back to the compound. Ice Age compound, that is. This truck is so nice. It really is. I really love the truck. I'm just a Ram guy, Ram Chevy guy. It really is my true heritage is the Chevy and Ram guy. I wasn't never the Ford guy, and now here I got myself into all this trouble with Ford. It's what a joke, to say the least. But it is what it is, everybody. And you know, you just have to think that, man, the trees are going to be turning to green, and the flowers are coming, the grass. I mean, just the season is here upon us where, oh my gosh, the yard work is here. Wow. Yeah. Where'd the kid go? The kid had a 2 o'clock appointment. I think I gave away a secret today to my daughter, because I by accident called my wife thinking it's my daughter going, where do you have to be at 2 o'clock? And my wife's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I called the wrong number. I'm like, we're Julia. So now I called Julia and I said, hey, I just gave away your secret 2 o'clock appointment. Like, where are you going? She's like, the dentist. I'm like, you ain't going to the dentist. I know that. Where are you going? She wouldn't answer. Like, oh, I know what's going on now. Yep. Stay tuned for more adventures on Ice Age TV with a kid. Yeah, what do you think she's up to? I would guarantee you most people on the channel know what she's up to. Yeah, that should be blaming me for whatever she's done. That her mother figured it out because I gave a heads up. Like, yeah, okay. Sure, why do you have to be so secretive? Oh, even I'm confused in my own driveway. I'm not used to parking this way. I've changed the way I park things here. And because the driveway's been so freed up, I'm driving to park behind the camper, but I don't need to do that. Yeah, see, this whole area is now wide open, everybody. Where'd everything go, right? Yep. All right, there it is. That's the big shebang of the adventures on Ice Age TV of getting the medal day. And the Trump day, the medal, Trump day, right? Trump medal day? Yeah, probably appropriate. Trying to put all these terrorists on the medals and all that other stuff. So I'm going to drive up the value to everything you own. You know, everybody just think it through. I know you're going to pay more too. So, yikes. God bless.